Shall we learn about punctuation marks? Does punctuation really matter? Let's see. Kids, look at this sentence. Let's eat grandma. Oh my God, what is this sentence? Doesn't it sound weird? Do we eat grandma? Certainly not. Look at the sentence with the punctuation mark, that is comma. Let's eat grandma. See, punctuation saves lives. It really matters. Let's begin with the terminal punctuation marks. Full stop, question mark, exclamation mark. Now, let's know about full stop. A full stop is used at the end of a sentence. Every time you see a full stop, you must stop. What is this full stop saying here? Let us see. I must stop at the end of the sentence. So children, when you see a full stop, what should you do? You must stop. Let's see some examples. We use these full stops with the declarative sentences. What are declarative sentences? Declarative sentences are nothing but statements. They end in full stop. Here we have a few declarative sentences. My name is John. There are 3 dogs. I like to play football. How do these sentences end? They end in full stop. Let's know about the question mark. This question mark is used at the end of asking sentences. These asking sentences usually begin with the question words like who, could, what, would, did, where, how, when, why, will, can, which, is, do, may, etc. These asking sentences are also called interrogative sentences. Let's see a few examples. May I borrow your newspaper? Did you turn the light off? What is your favorite song? Do you ride the bus? Have you ever visited New York City? These are the examples of interrogative sentences, which are otherwise called as questions. Are you clear with questions, children? Let's know about exclamation mark. It is used at the end of the sentences which express strong feelings or high volume like shouting or to show emphasis. Let's know about it clearly with few more example sentences. Here we have a few exclamatory sentences. As we discussed before, exclamatory sentence is a sentence that expresses a strong emotion and ends in exclamation mark. Shall we see the examples, children? Look at. Here we have a few examples of exclamatory sentences which expresses joy, love, surprise, anger. I'm free. It expresses joy. She actually won. This expresses surprise. I treasure you. This expresses love. You are late again. This expresses anger. All the sort of sentences which express emotions usually end in exclamatory mark. Hope it is clear now. This symbol is called a comma. And now let us see where commas are used. Commas are used in lists, compound sentences, dates, place names, and more. Let's see each one of this in detail with some examples. Let's look at the first one. Commas are used to separate 3 or more items in a list. Shall we see a few example sentences how commas separate 3 or more items in a list? Let's look at the first example. I bought brinjals, onions, tomatoes, carrots, and chilies in the market. Here, commas are used to separate a list of vegetables. Let's look at one more example sentence. Class is held on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Here 3 days are given, and we have used a comma to separate the days of a week. In the second case, commas are used to separate compound sentences. Let's see what are compound sentences and how commas separate them. Here we have 3 example sentences. Look at the first one. I could buy crayons or I could buy markers. Here there are 2 sentences in it. I could buy crayons is one. I could buy markers is the other sentence, and these 2 sentences are joined using or. So it is called a compound sentence. And these 2 sentences are separated using a comma. Now let us look at the second example. She made the cake, but I made the frosting. Have you noticed the comma here? I like cats, but he likes dogs. Here also we have 2 sentences. So it is also a compound sentence, and these 2 sentences are separated using a comma. Hope you are clear with this concept. Let's look at another case where we can use comma. We can also use commas to separate the name of a city from its country or state. Look at the example here. New Vision is in Khammam, Telangana. Khammam is a city, Telangana is a state. We have used comma to separate city from its state. One more example. I want to visit Rome, Italy. Another one. Comma is used to set apart the day from the month and the date from the year. Look at the example. Today is Monday, July 3rd. Monday is the day, July is the month. Comma is used to set the day apart from the month July. Example 2. The party was on December 31, 2019. Here, comma is used to separate date from the year. 31 is the date and 2019 is the year. Commas are used after introductory words, phrases, clauses to set them apart from the main sentence. Let's see the example so that you can understand it better. Here are a few example sentences with introductory words, phrases, and clauses. Let's read them. Hi, I'm new here. Have you noticed a comma after hi? Hi is an introductory word. Yes, I want pizza. S is an introductory word and there is a comma after that. Whether you like it or not, we have to go. Whether you like it or not, it's an introductory clause and there is a comma after that. In December, I like to go to sledding. In December is an introductory phrase. There is a comma after the phrase. The next one. Commas are used to separate quotations from the rest of the sentence. Let's see the example. Don't be silly, Rishi said. Have you noticed a comma after the quotations? That's all about a comma. Let's know about quotation marks. Quotation marks are used when someone is speaking to go before and after someone's words. Here is an example sentence. I love school, said Meg. I love school are the words originally spoken by Meg. When we quote exact words spoken by the speaker, we put them between the quotation marks. Let's learn about apostrophe. How to use an apostrophe? I'll tell you. An apostrophe takes the place of the missing letter or letters. For example, look at here, I'm, don't. Apostrophe is used in place of A in I'm, and apostrophe is used in place of O in don't. Apostrophe is also used to show possession or to show that something belongs to someone. See the example sentence. This is Tim's wagon. That means the wagon belongs to Tim. James' socks are dirty. It means socks of James are dirty. Let's know about capitalization. I'll tell you where to use capital letters in a sentence. Are you ready to listen? Let's remember easily with mints. M stands for calendar names like months, days, holidays. Example, May, Friday, Pongal. I stands for pronoun. I pronoun, wherever it comes, it should be in capital letter. Ram and I are friends. I is capital. N. N for names of people, places, etc. That is proper nouns. Hari, Kammam, Taj Bakery, all names of persons, names of places, etc. T stands for titles of books, movies, etc. Examples of titles like Panchatantram, Bahubali, Father of the Nation. Who is Father of the Nation? Mahatma Gandhi. It's a title given for him. S stands for start of a sentence. We must start a sentence with capital letter. Just remember the word mints. Months and days. I. Names of people, places and streets. Titles of books and movies. Start of the sentence. That's it. You got it.